Eva Jenkins.
And I'm Trafer Jenkins.
And today we're going to talk about forgiveness and what that looks like in marriage.
Well, we all know in marriage that we have conflict. I mean, Paul tells us this in Corinthians. And, we have to understand that we're two people who are not perfect, that we have flaws, and we're going to always fall short.
My husband falls short every single day. I'm not going to lie. Every day I have to forgive him, and every day he fails to meet my expectations. And so sometimes I actually fail him as a wife because I do not communicate those expectations, and so he doesn't know that he's not meeting my need. And so I constantly have to forgive him when he doesn't meet my need because, I don't want any bitterness or anger to build up in my heart. And it's so easy for that to happen.
Yeah, day to day, you're going to have different things that may disappoint you or upset you. And I think there's this how should I put this? I think there's this unpronounced expectations that I don't think we sit there and say, this is what I expect you to do every single day. We have these expectations that we don't even discuss. And sort of like I expect my wife to have dinner for me. If she's not working, I expect her to make dinner. I expect her to do my laundry. There's things that I expect her to do without me actually telling her. And I'm sure the same way she has some things she expects me to do. And I think from time to time when our spouse doesn't meet those expectations, it's easy to get mad or disappointed. And sometimes where you have to really forgive them. We all know about the things that happen from time to time where someone says something wrong or does something wrong, forgets something to where you say, honey, I'm sorry, will you please forgive me? And they're always say, okay, I understand and I forgive you. But then, like my wife was saying, there's those times that there's a conversation that really only happens between you and God, to where you don't even include your spouse because you know that your heart is going hard towards them for something that they did or didn't do and that you need to forgive them. And we have to understand that it's God's heart for us to be forgiving. He always wants us to remember how He's forgiven us. The Bible tells us that if we don't forgive others, that God also won't forgive us. And so the home with marriage is this training ground. It's this training ground for us to grow in Christ and who He called us to be. And He's chosen our mate a lot of times for us to test out and to do these things and walk in faith, walk in God's grace, walk in His favor, but we have to be willing to walk in that forgiveness as well. Because God's desire is for us to have this unified harmony. And the only way we can have that is walking in forgiveness. So don't allow something that your wife did or your husband did to rob you of the blessings and the joy and the peace in your home that God would give you through this beautiful gift of forgiveness. It is absolutely amazing. And I think over a course of a period of time, a husband and wife need to become professional forgivers. There's never going to be a time that I'm never going to disappoint my wife. And there's never going to be a time that she's never going to disappoint me. I think it was on a plaque that I saw, and it says that a great marriage is two great forgivers. And I think that comment or that statement is such a true statement to understand that, I'm going to fail you. Just like we fail the Lord every single day, by word, by thought, by deed, because we're this imperfect that we're flesh. And we're so grateful for God because God remembers that we're flesh. We have to remember that we are flesh as well. So let's walk in forgiveness. Every single day, let's make a choice to forgive and to not hold these grudges against our spouses. So this way a root of bitterness does not grow and it ends up hurting our fellowship with God and causing a distance and a rift between our spouse and our marriage.
I love you, honey.
I love you too, honey. And I forgive you. Remember you didn't, I'm just making this up. All right, you guys take care. We'll see you next time, okay? God bless.
God bless.